Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today we're going to work on setting up green circuits. Since the last episode, I added a second iron smelting line just because I know that we'll need it before too much longer. I also added some more mining drills, and I added a balancer over here to give us 3 balanced belts. Well, mostly balanced. This one is kind of screwing up the balance. I guess I could fix that, but anyway, that's not that important. So now we got 3 belts going to steel, or 1 going to steel and 2 going to iron. We finished electric engine research. So, let's do flight. Wow, I might be able to get robots pretty soon. That would be awesome. I feel like I need blue science for that, but we'll see. We're still doing fine with power. I decided to start making the medium electric poles, so I made a bunch of those. And so now I want to get rid of all these small ones. And if I'm not mistaken, they can be burnt. Yes, they can. So we can use these as fuel. As you see, they burn up pretty fast. But one thing we can do over here is we'll put a splitter. Oh, no. I want the splitter there. And then I'll put a belt there. And then we'll put a chest. And we'll put an inserter on it. And we can use this to dump out anything that's made with wood that we want to get rid of. So we can put in all those power poles. We could even put in extra coal. That's all I got right now. And then they'll get put on the belt to be used as fuel at some point. Okay, I think we're going to grab some more. Ooh, okay. Yeah, let's stop making those. I don't think I need massive stacks of grenades. I'll probably use a lot before the series is up, but not quite that many. All right, let's use our car. You can see that I extended this path. I think I did this outside of the episode as well. So this way we have a nice clean path all the way back to the jumpstart base. Okay. So here's where I want to put circuits. But before I do that, I want to put a balancer on these belts, and it's not going to fit there. Crud. And I don't think it's going to fit here either. 1, 2. No. Needs to go like that. I suppose it wouldn't be the end of the world if we did this, right? For anybody who is not sure what this thing is that I'm making, this is a 4-to-4 belt balancer. And basically what it does is it takes inputs from 4 different belts, and each belt can have different quantities. And the output of this is 4 belts that all have exactly the same quantity on them. So the reason I'm doing this now, even though I only have 1 smelting line, right? So that smelting line can't fill 4 belts at full speed, as you can already see there. But the reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be splitting 2 of the belts off for circuits, and the other 2 will run down the bus. Okay, so this these two will be used exclusively for circuits. All right, so let's put things down. Now, because of where I place these power poles, I need to leave room. So I'm going to leave like 2 tiles of room, and hopefully we'll be able to make this fit. If it doesn't fit, then I'm just going to abandon this whole city block design. Let's see, so I'm going to need 1, and then we get that, and then that, and then that. Okay. Yeah, so I think that'll fit. I'll just leave 1 space. Okay, so the first copper line is going to come up here. And it's okay to do this because in the grand scheme of things, at least, well, about half of your copper in a base that's going to be making science packs only, about half your copper is going to go to making green circuits. So that's why I'm just going to give these dedicated belts. Okay, so we're going to do the typical configuration here where we've got copper wire in 3s going into green circuits in 2s. Okay, why did I... All right, let's go up 4. Okay, that'll be our starting point. There we go. All right, and then those go into green circuits in 2s. And the reason for that, of course, is that each green circuit needs 3 copper cables. And these produce 2 copper cables at a time. So 3 of these machines can neatly provide for 2 of those machines. Okay, and I'm going to feed these with, I think I'm going to use fast inserters everywhere here on this build. Right, and then we go 2 and then 2, like that. So 100% of this machine's output will go to this one, and half of this machine's output will go to that one, and 100%, 50%. So that's how you get essentially 1.5 machines going in there. Okay, and then this belt will be for iron plate, which is also a necessary ingredient. Okay, we got flight, and we can do construction robots. Oh, yeah, I think I need red circuits for the robot frames. Well, we'll start working towards it anyway. Actually, where was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll start working our way towards that. I want to get robots soon. Okay, I'm going to grab some more iron plates. And I'll start crafting some gears. And then I'll make a couple more underground belts. All right, so the iron plate is going to come from here for now. And go up like that. And that feeds in there. And then what I like to do is have the outputs go like this. All right, so here I'm going to need an underground belt. Actually, I can make this a little more compact. And then we'll have 2 belts of green circuits coming out when we're all done with this. Okay, and I got some iron plate on there by mistake. Okay, and then we'll need another another one there. Okay, and then we power this up. So that pole can, if only this was just a little bit bigger. Okay, so I'll put one there, I'll put one there. Yeah, and then I think I can power this side with a single belt if I do it, or with a single power pole if I do it like that. And then the middle here would be ideal for a light, but here, let's see if we can do this better. No. Yeah, I think 2 power poles is the best I'm going to be able to do with this. Can't get any more efficient than that. I'll just put the light there. A little bit off center, but I think we can live with that. Okay. Let's make some more undergrounds. Okay. Right. Yeah. 1, 2. Okay. Very good. A few more. Actually, that needs to go down. There we go. So we've got 2 belts of green circuits. You know, one thing I was thinking, this is the first time I've used that jumpstart base in one of my own games. You know, I've played around with it, but you know, just on like a quick start game, but I never played with it for long term like I am now. And the nice thing about it is it really gives us the luxury. Whoops, that's too close. It really gives us the luxury of building up the rest of the starter base, you know, at a higher capacity level than we would otherwise, because normally about now we would be rushing to get red and green science going. And I probably wouldn't be spending so much time building up, you know, this this much smelting. You know, I wouldn't have steel smelting going at this point. I would have skipped past it just to get to green circuits and start doing science. But the fact that we can do that science already gives us the ability to take our time and put things together well here in the starter base. So I think I'm going to incorporate that or something similar to it in probably all of my games now. All right, this goes forward of the inserter, and this one goes there, and then the light goes there. Okay, so this needs copper as well. And that's where this other copper line is going to come into play. There we go. All right, so we got sulfur. Where was the robot? Right there. Okay, so we need to do batteries and then robotics and then construction robots. Oh, yeah, batteries. That's why we need oil. Also, that's also why we need oil. All right, and then this is going to be more iron here. Okay. And I'll put some splitters there to rebalance the belts after each of these. Otherwise, this will take half of this belt, and then this one is only going to get half of a belt, which is 25%. So this way it'll help here. There we go. This way we'll get a full belt going to each of these. This puts the output priority on this side, so it'll only put out plates on this side if this one is already full. So that way this one will get fed with a full belt and this one will get fed with a full belt. Really, we don't care about the one on the bottom. That's just there to carry more plates for when we need them further down the line. Okay, and we're still not producing because we're not giving them iron plates yet. There we go. Okay, so that's enough green circuits for the moment, but this, of course, can be extended out quite a ways, and it will be. But for now, we've got enough to get our red and green signs built, which is what we're going to do in the next slot here. And I can see a biter base, so why don't we go take that out. It's a good idea to be fairly aggressive towards the biters. Especially now in this game, I'm playing without biter expansion, so they won't start building new bases closer to me, so I don't have to worry about that. But if this applies even more so if you have biter expansion turned on. Whoops. But what I want to do is I want to take out this biter nest, because right now it's probably, yeah, see right now it's just outside my pollution cloud, so it's not going to bother me. But as soon as pollution hits, then biters are going to start running towards my base. And there's another one down here. So what I want to do is I just want to come and take the biter nest out before they even come and attack me. And that way I'll be able to pay attention to what I'm doing and not be distracted by a lot of biter attacks. All right, so my tactic here is I put down a turret, and then I put down another turret that's in range of the first one. So that way while I'm filling it, I'm getting cover fire from the one further away. And that's called turret creep. And you just use that, you can use that technique to slowly creep towards the biter base. And then you take it out fairly easily. I did take a little bit of damage there, but not too much. Okay, and then let's jump back in the car and let's go down and take care of that other one. Now I have grenades too, but I don't know. To me, the grenades are not a great. I mean, I think they're a good weapon against trees, but I've never used them a lot against biters. I do like the flamethrower against biters, though. The flamethrower is great. Okay. And you're going to find throughout the series that I'm quite bad at combat. It's not my forte. Okay, and down here there's a worm. Worms are really the most dangerous thing you can come across. And it's about... Okay. Well, I'm not going to say that was easy because that was a little more difficult. No, I could be a little smarter than this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to configure my second tool belt for combat. All right, so I can press X and then I'll have, I'll have all this stuff within easy reach without me having to hunt around for it like I was just then. Okay, battery's done. Next is robotics. And I've lost my car. There it is. Now you can load ammo into the car too, and it's actually a pretty powerful weapon. But I forgot to do it. One of my favorite mods, I'm not using mods in this series, but one mod that I do like to use when I'm playing with mods is autofill. And what that does is every time you place down something like a car or a turret, it automatically fills it with ammo or fuel or whatever it is that it takes. It's pretty awesome. Speaking of that, I need to put some turrets down here because this whole part of the base is out of my web. All right, I'll put one there. All right, so I need to get some more ammo. And I think now is a good time to start making the next tier of ammunition, since we have steel. All right, so I'm going to shut down these machines. I'll grab everything we've got there. Pick that up. Yeah, I'm fine with grenades for now. Oh my goodness. Good Lord. Can't wait for trains. I crash trains far less frequently than I crash the car. All right. So what I'm going to do is set up a little ad hoc red ammo production station down here. Let's see here. So to make the red ammo, we need yellow ammo, and let's move this over by 1 for the following reason. Because I've got a bunch of it here already. So I'll put in, we'll start using up some of this old yellow ammo. I did make circuit networks, awesome. So what I'll do is I'll tell this one to turn on only when yellow ammo is equal to 0. Okay, so if this box, once this box has been used up, then this inserter will turn on and start making new yellow ammo to go in there. That way we use up the stuff we're trying to recycle first. Okay. And then we'll limit that to 4 stacks. It'll take a while to make that much. There we go. Nice. And we'll throw in a light there. And then we need steel as well. So we'll bring some steel over like this. What? Wow, I think that's the first time. One of the first times I've run out of belts. Okay. And eventually we'll start making these in mass quantities over in the, when we start doing military science packs. But for now, this is a good way to get started, I suppose. And then we'll just tear this up when the time comes. All right, so I'll start by just loading up my personal ammunition with the yellow stuff. Actually, I'll just put this all in there. I've still got this one down here. Once I have a full stack for my gun, then I'll start keeping the rest for turrets. Okay. Got a couple minutes left. So let's start planning out our science area. Okay, construction robotics. It'll be great when we have bots. It'll make things a lot easier. Okay. So, oh, gotta clear this one too. I don't know if you guys are noticing it, but I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm getting moments where my computer just kind of freezes a little bit. And it's rather disconcerting. Okay. Yeah, let's go double on this. 2. Well, do I really need to? Yeah. I still have a lot of red and green science. All right, so this is going to make gears. And these are going to make red science packs. Now this time, instead of 5, I'm going to do 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Missed one. Okay, so this needs copper plate and iron gears. So this one, oh, are you kidding? I need to move everything over by 1. And this is where I miss another one of my mods. Picker extended. Lets you move buildings after they're placed down. Very convenient. But I will say I'm enjoying the vanilla experience. It's been a long time since I've done a game without a lot of mods. I like it. I mean, on one hand, there's a nice simplicity to it, and on the other hand, it also presents more challenges. All right. Is this how I do it? Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be copper. And then I can bring iron up here. All right. So let's see what it takes to make a flying robot frame. Yeah, batteries and electric engines. And batteries need acid, and electric engines need lubricant, and both of those things require oil. So it'll be a while before we get any bots, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's all about the journey, not the destination. Okay. There we go. Now I have to put a pole out of line. Unacceptable. Sorry, folks. This is the way I play. There we go. All right, and then on these, I'll just use yellow inserters. We don't have to waste resources on the fast ones. They're not necessary because of the speeds that this is going to run at. Okay, and then I'm going to run these down like this. And that's the reason why I left these top 4 rows open, so I can move science packs to the labs, which will be over here. Okay, I'm over time, but let's go ahead and make green science real quick. So this one we're going to need 12. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, yeah, 2 more. There we go. Okay, need to make a few more of these. All right, so these take 1 transport belt and 1 yellow inserter per second. And we're going to feed that on a single belt, half and half. Okay, guess we're going to have to wait a minute. We'll put in our inserters. And the reason we do these in a ratio of 5 to 6, red to green, is because red science packs take 5 seconds each, and green science packs take 6 seconds each. So that's the reason why they're typically made in those ratios. Okay. And then I'm going to have 1, 1, 2, and 1. These are going to be gears. This is going to be belts, and this is going to be inserters. Okay, they all take iron plate. Yeah, so this is going to be iron coming up here. Okay, let's get this powered up. And I'm gonna, yeah, I'll put my power poles off center in this case. Okay, so this way it'll feed on the near side of the belt. I'm putting a chest here just so I can buffer some for my own personal use until I get my maul set up. Same here. Okay, and then this guy needs circuits as well. Actually, I'm not sure if that red insert will be fast enough. Oh, jeez. All right, those are the bottom two. Yeah, so here I need an underground. There we go. Throw a couple more lights over here. All right, let's start some more research. Steel furnaces. We'll do steel furnaces now, and then that way when it's time to expand and add more smelting lines, we can go directly to steel furnaces. There we go. All right, so these should now be able to both run nonstop. That's why I have two machines making gears. Because if I had one machine making gears shared between them, they would both be spending part of the time waiting for gears, and they won't. Because when you have 12 of these green science, you need these to run nonstop. Otherwise, they won't have enough. All right, so we'll grab some more belts. Nothing's happening. Oh, okay. Down there it's not happening. Here it's happening. Stuff is happening. All right, I'm going to go ahead and steal these. These aren't going to anything yet anyway. Let's check our power. Still doing great. Okay. Well, that is pretty much it for today. Sorry I went a little bit long. Then what we'll do here is 1, 2. We'll cap it just for the sake of completion. There. So that's our little unit making red and green science. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, let me know, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.